I'm with Peter and Tineke Lam from EB Project Helping Hands. Now, what is EB Project Helping Hands?
We want to help people with a genetical disease that affects the skin, and it makes wounds like burning wounds or blisters, and that makes a lot of complications of their life. And we want to help the mothers to take care of the children and to provide advices for how to take care and to help them to live as normal as possible.
Are there many people who have this disease here in the Holy Land?
Yes, because the families often they marry inside the family, and because it is a genetic disease, the father and the mother can carry the disease, and then you have 50% chance to get a child. So now we have like 48 mothers, families that we know. Sometimes they have even 2 children with the disease. Epidermolysis bullosa, we call it shortly EB, but this is the name of the skin disease. And so when they have 2, then you have different stages of the disease. You have the serious way, it's a dystrophic, then it means the layers of the skin are deeply missing again, and a protein or a thing that keep the skin together. So when you have the dystrophic, you have more wounds and also more serious wounds. Then you have a mild way, it's less wounds. Then you have maybe only the upper layer of the second layer of the skin are damaged by this genetic skin disease. And so the wounds then will be healed earlier and easier. But still, you have wounds and you don't know why, but that is because of it is a genetic problem.
So are these wounds that never actually heal?
They heal if you are in a good, healthy position, when you have enough protein, enough vitamin, enough food that helps you to heal your body and to heal the skin. But often the families think, okay, yes, the wound is healed, now you are healthy. But suddenly a wound can appear again, or a blister. It starts often with a blister, then the blister goes open and you have a wound. Then you have to wait another 2 weeks, or somebody make a hit or push you somewhere, or you fall, or even your clothes are too tight or something. Then the blister can appear, or you can have a wound, and then you are 2 weeks behind. And then you have pain, because when you have a wound and it's open, when you cut yourself with a knife a little bit, you feel this wound. You put a plaster, but we can't put plasters. We put special gauze, and first on the wound, and then we gauze, and then other bandage. Never to use a plaster, because a plaster can also take off the very sensitive and the fragile skin.
This must be a very difficult condition to live with.
It is, but normally the skin is appearing with the intention of the child. That is very positive. That is very strange to see, but you see them suffering, but still they are interesting in everything, and they want to live, and they want to live to be connected with life and to do other things, to get hope. So their mood is mainly different than their position of the skin.
Is there different degrees to this disease?
Yes, like I said before, when you have the dystrophic part, it is very severe. You have even another, even more severe part when a baby is born. Or sometimes in that way, they can live only some months or a year, because then also the wounds are inside the body, like you can't swallow, it's in the lungs and this and that. But the children that we know, because this going to the hospitals, of course, and you can't help so much. But the children that we help, they have the dystrophic or the simple one of EB. So it means they have wounds, and we can, most of the time the wounds will be healed. And you have again wounds, and they healed and again. Also, when the dystrophic, the skin is strong, so the fingers are growing together, and the finger and the hand will be closed, And it means when you have a closed hand, you can't grip. but they are very clever and how to deal with the life. They have two hands. Even when your hands are closed, you put your pencil between your two hands and you can write. You know, our daughter, foster daughter, she did this. First she was right-handed, so there was a space to put the pencil and she write. Then on the left hand, okay, I try to do left-handed writing. And then, okay, yes, there is no way. I put it in the middle. I can write, and very beautiful, even in Arabic. You know, and that's small letters, the Arabic. And in Dutch you write or in English, it's fine. In what Peter said, they are in move to say, I want to live and I want to have education, I want to develop. Often when I give her care in the morning, in the evening, for her wounds and for her health or to be ready for the day, I say, okay, now we're on this page and then we put the page for life, for the day, you know, and it has a little bit to do with illness, of course.
This must be a great big strain on the family, particularly poor families with living in poverty. So, and do they also need special medicines and bandages and things because of this?
Yes, that is special and directly the problem here, because there is no insurance, so they have to pay for everything. And they need special bandage, and even the bandage they really need, you can't buy at all. So they, from the beginning, they have to find their own ways how to deal with it. Even sometimes the children are so used that when there is bandage on the wound and the bandage stick to the wound when you have to refresh it, then they said, don't do bandage on it, for it only gives pain. So sometimes you don't use bandage even when it should be better, because they have open wounds and there is a lot of danger of infection. But the child does not want to have the bandage because they know for when it goes off it is painful. So they use even old T-shirts. And when they want to make a bath and to treat the wounds, they cut off the T-shirt, and then they can have the treatment, and everything is taken care. Put a new old one on, and so that it sticks to the wounds. But they treat it that this way because they don't have the band-aids, they don't have the possibilities to make the right cure, and they have to do it in their way so that it is possible to live.
So how are you helping as an organization? How are you helping these people?
By making contact. You know, our foster daughter was born in the Caritas Baby Hospital, and through the years that we have been there, we found more children with this skin disease. I'm a nurse, but I have never seen it before. So we have learned it by experience and also by the contact we got from Holland and the knowledge we got and advices we got from Holland. But then in Caritas came more babies with this skin disease, and we thought we need to help them. So we start to do that. We give some bandits, we make contact, we follow them in their home visits, and with a social worker we visit the families, and now the project is growing. Even the oldest one is 35. Our daughter became 25. We miss her. But so we try, when there is a new baby born in Caritas or coming to Caritas, we want to add it to the team, to the group of mothers. And then in general, we try to make contact with them and to explain what is the illness, you know, also on the medical side, with the help of Caritas, with the doctor, and also just social to be with them. You know, and to give some bandits. When we come from Holland, we always bring bandits that we have, what was left over from people in Holland. And we share and say, this is good bandits, try it for your child. You know, and also to support them, just to be with them.
Is this building a good relationship with them?
Yes, they find out, especially because first we had also this foster daughter that has the illness. They see how we treated her, And we got the information from Holland for the treatment of our daughter, and we could share it with the other families. And they see the difference. Also, our daughter has the disease, and they could do a lot of things they were not able to do. So they can see the difference when you give good care, so they can do things better. Also with the nutrition, so she appears in a much normal health than the others with the same graduation of the illness, because we find a way how she can get the nutritions in and to make the good balance in the nutritions. So when they see the experience, they ask how you do it, and then we can share with them how we did it.
Is this a difficulty for all the family? I imagine as well a child that has disease has siblings, and obviously a lot of attention is going to be put onto that one child. So can it be a little bit of a difficulty for other members of the family as well?
Yes, I think so. Because the mother also depends on the degree of the illness. The mother takes more time for this child. In the morning you have to put the bandage, you have to dress, you have to give them special way of food. Sometimes they have a tube and you give them tube feeding, or sometimes, they need help, sometimes not, but still. And that the other children are healthy and they get less attention. But the other hand, when they open for each other in the family, they have nice time because they can make a joke, they can do a game, they can go outside. Sometimes, yes, here in this area, when the roads are flat, yes, and good, you can go outside. But sometimes, even for walking, it's not always easy. Some of our children from the project, we found to have a wheelchair for them by other organizations. Because also the physiotherapy is not so good. If you always sit, that's not good for your health. So soon as they can, you try to let them move, or to have them therapy if they need, or at least to do the normal things as a child. But to run, not every child will do that, because when you fall, you have a problem,
Now you were here working in the Holy Land, you've gone back to Holland, and you've just came back for a visit. What have you been doing on this visit?
Now we call the families together to have a day of fun. We make a nice program for them. So we provide the different things. We provide some bandits so that they can have the bandits in the end. And we are there to give possibility to share. So, and also to make contact with one family to another family, so that they can ask, also when we are not here, they can ask advices to each other. And then together also we try to give them a program that gives them more hope in life. And so for Christmas time it was very nice to have a good theater program, so that we can share the gospel in it in a way that does not offend anybody, but just to share and to make known what is the love of God, giving Jesus to our lives. And that this is the motive, that we want to share our lives with them and to give. And that is also another part of helping, that we can help them to share love and to receive the love that God wants to give.
Are you making a difference here in the Holy Land?
I think so, because this disease is not known, and also for handicapped people in general, there is not so much space. I mean, they are reacted and they say, no, you're a bad mother, you're a bad family because you have children with something. And of course you can see it, that the child in the skin, especially when it's in the face or the hands, you see this is not complete normal. But when you make contact, you say it's an excellent child, it's a normal child, and it's fun to live. And so we said also to the mothers, you are not alone. So ask each other, you are a very good mother, you are a very good family, because you give your heart and your life to the children, and we want to support you. Go to the school, tell that your child can learn, and try to have them in a class. And even we have children now, they finish school till the 12th grade, and they do another job. Why not? If they have strength enough, and energy enough to study and to behind others, it's good. It's normal in the life. In this way we make different to support them.
Society tells them that they're to blame, so this must be really freeing when they're told you're not to blame, it's part of life.
Correctly, that is the main point. They are not to blame, and even when there are blisters and wounds, it is not their fault.
No.
So we encourage them to love their children and to take care of the things, and that it is to the illness that it is like this. And in this way, we can encourage the mothers, because they always get the blame for you did it, and we can make the information more plain, so that it is an illness that comes from father and mother, and they can't do it, they can't help it by themselves, and they don't know about it. And all these things helps them to really get courage to take life as normal as possible and to give love to their children.
What is your prayer for these families and these children living here in the Holy Land?
Our prayer is that they, for every day, get new strength, new courage, and hope for the future, with the love of the Lord. Yes.
Yes, for especially the surrounding is so bad here, and that makes also for the weak persons the worst. So when you can't get food, then the weak persons get less food. So we pray that the rest shall return, so that the families in the normal peacetime can give their energy in treating their children well.
What's your website for people who'd like to know more?
Yes, we have an EB project, Bethlehem Helping Hands.nl.
Because we are here helping hands, right? And we have a lot of helping hands from people from Holland, people from here, from Caritas, and we have a local team here, and we have 3 other persons in Holland. And behind that, many churches, many believers.
Wow.
He's thankful.
Well, Peter and Tineke, thank you very much for sharing today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for hearing and praying for us.